Hello, everyone. RPG Kim Kid here, back with the finale of Persona 3 Reload episode Aigis The Answer. In the previous video, we did a battle royale against our friends, and it was rough. But I did manage to beat 2 of the fights without... Honestly, I managed to beat almost everyone but Mitsuru because I didn't really focus on her, and Mitsuru was a bitch because I put Magic Mirror up. So she was like, fuck you, Megi Dolan, which is a skill she cannot learn. So, fuck you. And also, fuck you, Akihiko, because you can do that too, which is bullshit. I'm pretty sure either Koromaru or Junpei would have done the same thing too, but fuck you. Fuck you all for knowing how to do Megi Dolan when none of you can learn it. I digress. But anyway, so yes, I am on the file that will be going on this. I actually did I actually made a save before this, and then I made a separate save because I was starting to like grind the Reaper and all that stuff. I actually did just come back from being the Reaper. As you can see, my health and SP is low as fuck. Because I just went to beat the Reaper, and my Thurgy is non-existent. The reason I did that is because there's actually a cutscene that plays after you get the reward for the Reaper. And it ties to the secret boss of this game, who is Joker. Is that a fight I'm gonna do? I don't know. It's a fight I'm not gonna do right away, that's for sure. It's definitely something I will not be doing right away, unlike the Elizabeth fight. So I think for now I will just save that off. I don't know if it'll be something for this, but since there's a cutscene that plays, I'm gonna show you that. So first things first, here you go, Elizabeth. Take the bloody button. Yes, I beat the Reaper. Apologies, seems to found my mind again. And you get a divine pillar, but the good news is but you still keep the blade button, which is good for selling. Woof, woof, woof. That door. I don't believe it was there before. Hey, doesn't it look like one of those doors we find sometimes when we're exploring? Huh. It does seem similar to those. Oh, but wait. This one looks like it leads to somewhere deeper than the others. I'm sensing strong shadows, treasure chest, and something else. I'm not sure what it is.
Let me think.
So, in other words, it's a great place to test how strong we really are. How's that what you got out of what she said? It does sound like we might be able to find some good stuff in there, so it could be worth exploring. It seems like you can enter and exit this one as much as you want, so keep that in mind if you do decide to go through it. Of course, deciding whether or not to use this door is up to you, I guess. So I honestly did not go through this door at all, so formidable shells reside here, and beyond them lie treasure chests holding valuable items. You can face these challenges as often as you like, so if you feel outmatched, consider revisiting them after training some. You may also find something in the Monad chambers that you couldn't find anywhere else. You'll have to tread the chambers themselves to figure out what. So Monad chambers is what that's called. Pure curiosity, we're just gonna go in through it just a little bit, just to see what it is. You know, just to get a glimpse into it. I don't get a quest from Elizabeth, so maybe I hope it's not something like, oh, go all the way to the bottom here and then you get a quest. But out of pure curiosity, I do just want to see what's in here. Is it straight up kind of similar to how the Monad door is like?
Powerful enemy spotted.
Strong enemy, are you ready to fight? Nah, I suppose so.
Resolve. Hello.
Garudine.
Successfully avoided. Junpei goes down. Someone cover for him. What next? I won't lose.
That's what he'll even do my people got yet.
I appreciate it.
Heat Wave. Oh, that's lovely.
Damage inflicted. The dizziness hasn't worn off yet. Summoning.
Oh, fuck you.
As predicted. Junpei out of the fight! Persona, engaged!
That did nothing.
Unable to fight. It can't be. Aigis, wake up!
Yeah, this might be something I just don't end up doing. I mean, you don't get a trophy or anything from it, so why even bother? And I'm just going to return to the title and load up with the proper save now. Well, that was weird. Alright, so here we are. Yes, this is before I actually fought the Reaper as well, because, you know, it's a little... I'm already at level 90. I'm pretty sure I can beat the boss here. Yes, there's only one fight here, unless they change that, which I don't see why they would. But, yeah. Let's go through it. This is the final one. Are you ready? Enter. We'll finally learn what happened on that day. This looks familiar. I'm curious at how the rest of the game is going to look now compared to how it was at the end of OG.
This is the site of the final battle.
Now, as weird as that is, I do vividly remember a lot of the stuff that happens at the end more so than in terms of like the cutscenes and stuff like that.
I can move.
If it's a past that everyone experienced, then you can interact with it, remember? It's just like that shopping mall.
Everyone? But this ain't your past, right?
It's probably because I...
Whoosh.
Nyx, and that figure.
Sup? That's cool.
This is the miracle he performed.
Not as badass as it was in the original. That looks better. Yeah, that does kind of look a little bit better than how it was. Sup? I'm Door Jesus.
What is this? That's his life essence. This is what happened that night. Using the power of the Great Seal, his own essence became the seal. But when someone's life essence leaves their body, they die. To do this intentionally, he must have already found his answer to life. His answer to life? I don't think he has any regrets. He even managed to keep his promise to you all before his consciousness finished fading away.
Yep.
His promise? You mean, to meet up on graduation day?
Wait. How do you know about all that?
How? I just do. I'm probably like Nyx, or this person who became the seal. I think I belong on this side. Nyx is able to bring death to all things, but if she's that powerful, then what was stopping her before he became the seal? Was there someone else? Then what about before humanity existed?
What are you getting at?
I'm not sure why this occurred to me, but I don't think Nyx is malicious. Normally, a seal shouldn't be necessary.
What? Are you saying he did this for nothing?
No. I think what he was actually trying
He
to
wasn't
do...
trying to hold Nyx back. He's holding something else from getting to Nyx.
Everyone, look! abilities? Just as I thought. The purpose of his seal. It's not meant to hold back Nyx. It's to prevent something from reaching her.
What do you mean?
That giant monster. It's not a shadow. It's a mass of the worst traits and feelings from every person's heart. Deep down, everyone is calling for Nyx.
That can't be.
There was a time when I also wished for death. It's probably true that everyone has a part of them secretly yearning for it. The only thing that separates the living from the non-living is death, the greatest equalizer.
I think I understand. When you feel like your life has no meaning, the thought of death can be comforting. And that subconscious desire is so strong, it could even create a monster like this. I guess that's just how it is these days.
Move out of the way. God, this boss is something else, I'm gonna tell you what. Hi, how's it going? Dear God, he looks more menacing than he did in the original.
Why is it after us?
It must want my sister. She has the same power as the one who created the seal. Are you going to fight it?
Hells yeah.
You can't take on something like that.
Where did we hear that before?
This is a battle we can't run from. The feelings that created this monster came from within me as well. I couldn't accept reality. So I wished for the past. Despite that past harboring death and bloodshed, there isn't a doubt in my mind. This is the cause of all our struggles.
Sounds good to me. Let's take it down.
Hells yeah.
This isn't just a fight against a monster. I'll be facing myself as well. And I'm ready.
He won't run away this time. He's watching us, and we can't let him down.
This thing's got no chance of beating us, and I'm liking those odds.
Sister.
Don't worry. It won't stop us. To live means to not give in to your own weaknesses. So we won't lose. We will live. What's my next move?
Ooh. This is also a good ass song too. So yes, the desires of human. Erebus. I'm sure there's some, deep mythological Greek mythology. 'Cause I think Nyx is Greek mythology. Or I can't remember whatever mythology she is. But yeah, we now learn the reason. We all thought it was to, defeat Nyx, which kind of did happen. But as Metis pointed out,
This is my
they don't
resolve.
think. Oh, I'm like, why are you not working? You're not working. Oh shit! Did I really want Junpei for this fight? Yeah, I guess.
What should I do? This is my
But yes, as Metis pointed out, she's like, I don't necessarily think this is a it's not to keep Nyx. Nyx is not malicious by nature.
Let's see. Persona!
So it's like all that stuff. Why would she come now?
Get you for that.
I counted.
Should I scan on this enemy? Okay, here's what I found. What is optimal?
Do I have anyone that has a massive single Great Blade?
Persona, engage!
That did decent
How
damage.
can I help my sister? I think I can use it now. Persona! Hey, quit moving!
Oh, come on.
Pull the trigger. Come,
Dun-dun.
Give him hell. Suck on that.
Oh, that's gonna hurt Yukari. Actually, no, it won't. Because one of her things is, she gets resistant to electricity, so...
This is my wish. Aigis is paralyzed by the shock. I won't lose. My thank you very much.
Dun-dun, dun-dun. This is a good-ass strat. I mean, duh. Direct 1!
As predicted.
Direct 2! Okay. Fuck it, let's see what happens.
Hear me. Please help them.
And Armageddon! No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, that's fine. Boost up all our shit. I don't want to hit it with any type of magic skill.
What should I do? Summoning!
Okay, now Yukari's now susceptible to electricity. Because one, I can't remember what it is, but sometimes this gives her anti-electricity master, which means that her affinity to electricity will be small. So nice. You even got a crit. Not that that matters. Almighty onslaught.
Never gives up.
I can do this.
What does Vishnu has? Akasha Arts and Vorpal Blade. Honestly, if you had a different physical skill, I probably would keep you on, because you have no weaknesses, so I don't gotta worry about that. I just gotta worry about you getting critted. He has not used Bufu yet. That could change. Deal severe, deal massive. I don't know. I mean, I'm just going by how much HP it costs, so that just tells me that massive is more than severe.
What's the best move? This is my wish. I have to do this. Come,
It is kind of weird that none of our party members get salvation.
thank you for your support.
Can't break me. My power's going nuts. I'll give 'em hell.
Okay.
All you, Triplicate!
Oh, well, that's gonna hurt.
I was careless.
That was close. You think you can hit me?
Rejoining the front line.
Take almost all my health.
Let's teach them a lesson. What should I do? Persona! Locked and loaded. In this situation,
Healing again.
Thanks, dude.
I appreciate it.
Let's see. Let's go.
Nice crit. Well, none of us weak to fire, so. Alright. Ah, damn it.
What is optimal?
Her shit went back to normal. But that's fine. Shadowhound. God, that pose they do at the end, so cool. Charging Blitz.
When I fight, I show no mercy. What I do, sister?
I'm feeling good about this. All right, here I go.
Honestly, maybe I should add 10 on instead, Yukari.
You're finished.
Burn up Persona! Time to hit him hard! Flaming tornado! Toothpaste smash! How's that for badass?
Dark Embrace.
What is that? I don't like the looks of it. Maybe it's preparing something? Be careful.
Poison Mist.
There's this poison. Detected. A hit. Should I scan on this enemy? Okay, here's what I found.
I honestly can't remember if it's.
Poisoned.
I honestly can't remember if this is something we should guard or if we should keep attacking.
An hit.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have everyone guard except for Yukari, which is probably fucking dumb, but she's gotta heal everyone. If she dies, she dies.
Thank you very much.
Makarunda.
Automatic detected.
Macalgon.
Get you for that. Summoning.
Alright, I'm getting rid of the poison myself.
Something else. Utilizing. What's the best move? In this situation, I won't lose.
I honestly, maybe I should have been doing an onslaught, because I think it's somewhat similar to the hermit fight in the base game. Infuriate.
I'm about to lose my cool.
Of course, she's the only one with it.
Just as I expected. I'm picking up a massive energy surge within the enemy.
Sorry, Yukari, but you're gonna die. Primal darkness.
Damage inflicted.
Like this.
should work.
I owe you one.
Just give me the signal. Focus. This is life. The energy. I think I can use it now.
Kind of hoping for either a full heal or, yeah, like either all HP and SP back or even a physical and mind charge.
What's next?
Oh, I should have. Oh, nice crit.
Tough luck.
What is optimal?
Persona.
How can I help my sister?
Summoning.
Nice crit.
Pull the trigger.
Oh, you're shit.
Give him hell.
Come on, another critical. Yeah, Junpei. Dodge, Yukari. Nice. Everyone dodge it. And then here comes the gigantic fist.
Summoning. This is my duty.
Not
What's the
terrible.
best move?
Probably not the greatest thing to use, though. I thought at least a couple of those would be crits.
I have to do this. Isis. My thing.
That was close. What's next? Persona.
God damn, Junpei. Oh, I'm also weak to this now, too.
Evasive maneuver. What is optimal?
Really wish she had Morning Star. Or at least if I had Satan back and he had Black Viper. Burn imp.
Now then.
Burn imp.
Persona.
In this situation,
Confirm. Persona.
Thanks, dude.
thank you for your support.
Let's see. Trismegistus.
Even if it's not all of our defense. Okay, let's. Well, yeah, oh, come on, Yukari. Oh, Yukari's dead. Again.
No, Yukari charge predicted. Utilizing.
I think I should have
I'll
picked
get him this time.
Ken.
What's the best move?
What's next? They won't lose.
My thank you
That was
very much.
close.
My energy. I think I can use it now.
I'm ready to rock.
Hear my prayers.
I feel like this is probably gonna give us charge and concentrate. Or that. Okay, you know what? Yeah, keep giving us that. I don't care. That's fine too.
Persona.
You think you can hit me?
I can do this.
Persona.
Brave Vlade. Nice. That was a good damage. Does that give you Kari? Yep. Ah, okay, that's what I thought. We do have a couple of, okay, we do have a couple of free turns for this, so fuck it. I'm just gonna hit him with the.
He's fading. Oh, Violet's charging up. Its power levels become unstable. If you can disrupt it, that should prevent its attack. Everyone, go on the offensive.
Okay, so it was something we should have been fighting for. I swear to God.
This is bad, isn't it? Aigis, is she going to be okay like that? Focus. Come on.
Armageddon. Death. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna use Armageddon.
Just one more.
Okay? I might. Blaze of Light. Wait, it doesn't... We don't know its resistances again?
This is my no. Should I scan on this enemy? I see. So this is what we're up against. Something else.
Man, just imagine if this was charged. Nice, a crit. Standing. Okay, so I should definitely save the Thurgies for this phase.
What's the plan?
Haruna. The cow gone.
It is time. Now then, I've already scanned this one. What should I do? I have to do this.
This is probably gonna kill us because I think we just lost our freeway range.
Thank you for your support.
But we'll see.
What's next?
I think the only person I'll ever actually have do their Thurgy. Oh no, it got disabled. Okay.
It's gone, and it looks like the enemy can't move. Now's your chance.
Erebus can't move.
What is optimal?
I don't know if that's just something that just it happens, or if it's something that we literally just got to the we lucked out.
What next?
Wow, wow.
I appreciate it.
I was like, how have I not lost any SP? Oh, it's
Should I scan on this enemy?
Let's see.
I would get at least one more.
Coming?
How? Oh, that's some bullshit. We only get one turn.
Detected. My energy. I think I can use it now.
It's probably going to be a full SP or give us all our shit as well, a Heat Riser. Or that.
It is time. No, I've already scanned this one. I can do this. Persona.
Can you stop? That would be great.
In this situation,
Lord, shit. Although I guess our shit kind of got lowered, so let's. Mazion dying.
successfully avoided.
Buffy dying.
That is a shot. This is my resolve. It looks like she can't move.
Who has the highest magic? 72. 74. 70. I mean, he's resistant to it anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, but... Antare. Or maybe, you know what? I should have saved that for third G.
Focus.
Honestly, yeah, I think I'll say... Well... Is Junpei's second Urgia technically a fire move? So it's technically a magic move? It does say fire damage, so yeah. So that's technically a... That's technically a...
Evasive maneuver.
That's technically a,
Summoning. Persona. Now then. This is my way.
technically a magic. Jesus, like, lost my train of thought there.
Now's the time. I won't lose.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you for your support.
Can't stop me now. Let's go.
Can't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Dark Impressive.
This is poison. Detected. Poison detected. It is
Do I
time.
have memory? I have salvation. Don't really need salvation. Ah, fuck, I'll use salvation anyway.
Thanks,
That
sister.
was close.
What should I do? Now then, should I scan on this enemy?
Ooh, reflects all physical. Not that that matters.
Persona. In this situation,
I want it to be whatever. I want it to be that.
here, G. I think I can use it now.
I want everyone to be a part of the hitting him with our magic for our third G. Well, that's good. Dara, please don't. Of course.
Using item.
All right, well, fuck it.
Confused. Just try and calm down. Here.
I should have bought more of this shit.
I have to do this.
Okay, well, you should heal us, actually.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you very much.
Junpei, you go in for your, third G.
Counting on you, buddy. I'm not
Everyone else has to go in for their third G because...
stressed. Goodbye.
This is a charged one, too. I don't know if it's blade charge or regular charge, either way. Not as much damage as I was kind of hoping for.
No holding back. When I fight,
Well, our attack did get lower, I suppose.
no mercy. What I do, sister? All right, here I go. And with this, you're finished.
What's next?
I honestly don't know if we're finished.
Chris McKesson!
I don't know if that broke it or not. Probably didn't. Oh, I guess we had one more turn.
Automatic is detected.
Bye, Yukari.
This is my resolve. This is my duty.
Ah, dick bag. Yeah, we failed. Fuck.
Operation
Okay.
unsustainable. It's gathering even more power than before.
Brace for... No, it's too strong. You have to stop it from attacking at all. This will help. Thanks.
Now then, I've already scanned this one.
Persona!
In this situation,
I won't lose.
No
I
problemo!
appreciate it.
No problemo.
Let's see. All you, Chris McKesson! Swing and a miss.
Can you stop with that?
Wait,
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
I can do this.
Fish this.
Junpei-kun, what should I do?
Frozen solid. Use this. Pull the trigger. Persona!
Thanks, dude.
Thank you for your support.
Can't stop me now. Chris McKesson!
So what I'm gathering is every time he does that darkness skill, he actually gets higher skills like that.
Hell,
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Summoning.
Something else.
This is my resolve.
Now then,
Summoning.
in this situation,
Isis.
thank you very
Appreciate it.
much.
yeah, I'm just getting started.
Junpei-kun,
Let's see.
it's time to strike back.
Let's go!
Dead.
No, Yukari-chan.
Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Fucked.
No, can anyone help?
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
System failure. No,
Okay.
can't be. I
Well, the good news is I know to
Aigis!
attack during that thing, so. You annoyed the fuck out of me. Get Armageddon, bitch. Even if this doesn't kill you.
It's gone. And it looks like the enemy can't move. Now's your chance.
situation.
What next? Some fun! Persona!
All right.
Thank you very much. Could I scan on this enemy? I see. So this is what we're up against.
I'm using this.
It is time.
Persona!
Here, G. I think I can use it now.
So, if I actually if I actually used
What should I do?
Armageddon in that third time around,
I have to do this.
he would have been Gonzo'd Begonzo. So I should have used it then.
Just one more! Take that!
Let's see. All you, Trismegistus!
Oh, no, angry.
Huh?
Aigis is losing her cool. Stay with us. How can I help my sister? This is my wish. Junpei-kun, snap out of it. Pull the trigger.
I'll give them hell. Suck on that!
Afterlife is detected.
Enough for that!
I can do this.
Oh, that concentrate didn't count as a thing. Okay.
Metathon!
What's the best move?
Persona!
Huh? In this situation,
I won't lose!
Thanks,
why,
dude.
thank you for your support.
What's the plan? Let's go! Like this!
The basic maneuver.
My head's spinning.
This is my resolve.
This is my duty! You're the best,
That
sister!
was close.
Focus.
Summoning!
I have to do this.
Isis!
Burn up Persona! Time to hit him hard! Flaming tornado! Junpei smash! Is that the badass?
I'm hit.
You think you can hit me?
I can do this.
Persona!
Now then,
This is my
Appreciate it. My gear, G. I think I can use it now.
What's next? Persona!
Oof.
Severe damage. Gathering even. Brace for. No, Yukari-chan. It is time.
Where are you? There you are.
Yes. Utilizing.
I owe you one.
You're wide up. You're finished. I'll use this power to protect her. I have to do this. Isis.
Okay. If we can survive
Thanks, dude.
Thank you for your support.
Let's see.
until
I've already scanned this one.
Can't stop me now. All you, Trismegistus!
Successfully avoided. I can do this. No.
bye, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. And there we go.
Yeah! That's what you get! Fighting us! World-saving warriors!
Wow. We actually did it. I told you it wouldn't stop us. But won't that monster reappear eventually? Because people will still keep having those feelings, wishing for destruction.
You're right.
True.
Certainly difficult. People struggle to keep death at bay, all the while forgetting what makes life worth living in the first place.
I get it. That's why we need the seal. Without it, the people would just call for Nyx again, wanting everything to end. Can't help but feel that way, even when we're staring it right in the face. I couldn't stop it myself either. Even if we did go back to that battle, it wouldn't change anything. That's why he made that choice.
Yukari.
I miss him. It hurts knowing he's gone forever, but I can see his choice and why he made it. I just have to accept it. That this is what he wanted. But it's still really, really hard to do that.
I have to do better too. He protected all of us. And he still is. Even now.
Yeah. We have to stay strong, just like he is.
At least I feel like I finally got to really see him off.
If it wasn't for that monster, we could have made it back, but I guess it's not like we can get rid of that thing for good. We can't change the feelings of the whole world.
Yes, we can. We can do it.
I guess.
It'll be different someday. As long as we're alive, we can change things. I know. Because I was even able to change myself.
That's our goal. And we gotta believe we can do it first. People aren't as hopeless as they think. We've already learned that much.
Yeah, you're right.
As long as we're alive, we can change things. You know, Aigis, I think I get why you got the same power as him this whole time. I was wondering why it got to be you and not me. But you were the one who really knew how to move forward. I guess you have that in common with him.
Oh, really? Well, I'm glad to hear that.
I'm glad that you're glad. You know, I was pretty jealous for a good while there. Yeah, just petty jealousy, plain and simple. I wanted it to be me, and I said so many terrible things to you. I'm sorry.
Yukari-san.
Come on, let's use that key and go back to our time. I think we're all ready to start April 1st now.
What an April Fool's joke this was.
All right. Aigis?
Yes.
Where's Metis?
I don't know how else to say this, so I'm very glad I got to know all of you.
Isn't it a bit early to be getting sentimental? And you don't have to be so stiff. We're all friends here, right? Actually, you shouldn't say that at all. It's like you're saying goodbye.
Yes, you're right. Oh, friendship. If something's mere presence can make you realize you're alive, and if that something isn't death, maybe it's friendship. Is that the answer to life I'm supposed to find?
Congratulations, sister.
What up, Metis? Ah, we're back here again. And we're all here.
Where are we? What the? What is this place?
The hell's all this now? Didn't we just walk outside?
Fuka should look at Elizabeth and be like, "Holy shit, that's the person that he fought at the end of Tartarus."
How are you all here?
There is no need to worry. I simply summoned you that we might say our farewells. This is quite a surprise, however.
Why, it's a
I did not
surprise.
expect your friends to follow you here. It would seem that the power of the wild card within you has had an effect on them as well.
I guess you know them?
This is a place where those soon to awaken to their power can receive guidance. Both my sister and your friend who sealed Nyx were guests here.
Metis? Why are you over there with them? Just what's going on?
It's like I said before. I belong on this side.
Hi. And now we know the truth about
The
Metis.
abyss of time will disappear soon. The flow of time in your everyday lives will return to normal. Congratulations, sister. And the rest of you as well.
Metis, you...
Do you recall saying that you could no longer fulfill your purpose? To protect him? Well, I think you might still be able to do so.
What?
We all discussed earlier getting rid of that monster for good. Maybe someday, enough people will come to the same realization as you. Were that to happen, the world would stop calling for Nyx, and the monster would no longer appear. So until that day comes, continue fostering connections with others. That is how you can still protect him.
I really can keep protecting him?
Metis, who are you really? Won't you tell us?
Yeah, what up, girl?
I think she's my other self. The pain of losing him was
Eat your heart out,
unbearable.
Persona 4.
So much
Persona 3
so,
did this whole
I just
thing
wanted to
first
be a
with
machine
our other
again.
selves. Kidding, of course.
You must be the part of myself that I wished away. My lonely sister, always afraid of being left behind. You came to help me acknowledge and confront the pain of life. I understand now. But I wish I'd figured it out sooner.
Sister,
Aww.
the souls of all living things are connected through a plane, similar to a sea. I think that's where I came from. Your heart is connected to that sea as well. You truly are alive. And from now on, we'll always be together, sister. I'm coming home.
I'm
Welcome
coming
back.
home, I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home. No longer need that shit. Ah, blah.
I feel tired. It's been some time since I last felt like this. I haven't needed sleep in a while.
I'm gonna sleep for a month or two.
It would appear our guest has safely reached her destination. She has found her answer to life.
Her answer to life?
Please, tell me, now that I've found my answer, is my life going to end?
And what do you mean by that?
Aigis?
It's strange, though. I feel satisfied.
Wait, Aigis, are
Hey, Missy. Don't get too close to the table now.
I wish I had been there to say goodbye. I shouldn't have locked myself away in my room. Huh? Am I crying? Now that I think about it, Matt has cried before. I must have even thrown away the ability to shed tears.
Aw.
You've overcome this ordeal splendidly. And now you've reached the end of your journey. It is time for us to part.
I'll see you guys in Persona 6, maybe. Or, if we're lucky, maybe a Persona 1 and Persona 2 remake.
Aigis?
Or, a Persona 3 portable remake with FMC.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Sleep, 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 sleep.
Aigis!
Oh, sleep, 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 sleep.
You know, you might be able to reach him now. Not so much with words, but with everyone's hearts and strength. If you were to do that, he wouldn't have to carry on alone anymore.
Lighten the load.
And that's all for the weather. At the tone, the time will be 12 a.m.
12 a.m. March 31st, 2010.
Good evening. It is now April 1st. Here are the latest news reports.
What?
When did we fall asleep?
Huh? This is the dorm. Is everything back to normal? What is it, Koromaru?
What
What happened? Weren't we all by the entrance talking about a key or something?
Yeah, we were. But it looks like that's been settled. Everything outside is back to normal. We're no longer blocked from leaving either.
So the Abyss of Time is gone then.
The date! It's April 1st!
So, it's all over then, right? Ah, hell yeah! About damn time!
Hey, Aigis, wake up! We made it out in one piece. Aigis?
Let
Wait
me
a second.
sleep.
After we used the key to open the front door, we ended up in a room that looked like an elevator. And while we were there, Aigis-san.
Hey, come on, Aigis. You're not gonna lie there forever, are you? Wake up. Aigis!
Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Senpai.
Let's not jump to conclusions. We'll take her to her room for now. We can use the equipment there to check on her condition.
Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
She's not waking up.
Wake up!
How's it looking, Fuka?
MGS4 each or hard out with
I'm
these
on
ending
it.
cutscenes.
We've used this equipment a number of times before.
I'm kidding. This is not going to be
designed
70
to
hours
allow
long,
us to
minutes
operate
long.
the most basic systems on our own.
No good. If only it wasn't so late at night. I'm sorry. I tried contacting the lab, but they're unlikely to send help anytime soon.
It's okay. I think I've almost got it.
Is that it?
Her vitals are on screen now. Let's see. No. This can't be.
Did you find something?
Her synaptic circuits. They're completely burned out. There must have been a massive system overload that took her way over capacity. I imagine it's related to her gaining the ability to use multiple personas.
Burned out, but she can be fixed, right?
It would be easy enough to replace the necessary parts, but the Aigis we know is already gone. No, Aigis.
Let me
Did you
sleep.
call my name?
Aigis!
Did something happen?
Jeez! Way to give us a heart attack, you sleepyhead! You took so long to wake up, we thought you were dead!
But how? Her synaptic circuits shouldn't even be receiving power anymore. It's almost like she's really alive.
I'm sorry if I caused you all concern. I was having a dream. The first one in quite some time. It was full of memories of the time I spent with everyone, and strength of heart, when united, is barred by no door. It's nothing. Painful goodbyes may be one of the most difficult aspects of living, but I believe that spending time with those who care about you is one of the most joyous. I really am lucky to have such wonderful friends.
I guess you were right next to each other, suffering over the exact same things. Looking back, I feel kinda stupid. Why did we ever think we were all alone? I guess we're more alike than we thought.
Man, is this nightmare finally over? We're not gonna wake up and see April 1st again, are we?
Hey, quit tempting fate, would you? In any case, that's it for now.
Oh, crap. With the danger gone, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I could practically sleep standing up.
Oh, Junpei-kun!
All right. Let's head back to our rooms and get some rest for tonight. Was there anything else to take care of before we turn in? Actually, there is one thing I'd like to announce. With regard to collecting everyone's evokers, I'd like to reverse that decision.
Who knows? Some bullshit might happen
This
in
whole
like
incident gave
2.5
me a lot to think
years
about.
from now.
In a way, I may have been trying to bury the past by collecting the symbols of our power and locking them away. But even with no shadows left to fight, we remain in a battle against ourselves. So, everyone should hold on to their own.
Until the day when everyone can change, right?
Let's see. My large items have been shipped. Am I forgetting anything?
I got this big bag with me. Yes, we're keeping the evokers because who knows what could happen in 2 years in after an event in a small town, and maybe a fighting game will happen or something.
I just got word. Our transportation will be here shortly.
You're taking everyone else too?
Yes, their new dorms are on the way to the lab anyway. And since we're all here, I thought we might as well travel together. It would be dull otherwise.
Has anyone seen Junpei? I told him not to be late.
Junpei-kun!
I bet he's trying to carry everything at once. Just ignore him. He did the same thing last year.
I see. It sounded like it really hurt, though.
My face. No one saw that, right?
Nope, just everyone.
You all right? Can't leave him alone for 5 minutes.
Sounds like they're here. Let's get going, shall we?
I actually have a favor to ask.
What is it?
I know it's last minute and might be too late, but would it be okay for me to not go back to the lab? Before, I thought I'd lost my purpose, my reason to live. Now I realize that isn't the case. If possible, I would like to keep attending school with Yukari-san and everyone.
Aigis.
I want to continue experiencing new things with you all. If it's
I want to go
not
to
too late.
school.
Well, it would be difficult since I'm no longer involved with Gekkoukan High.
Your transportation has arrived, ma'am.
Thank you.
Senpai!
I apologize, but there's been a sudden change in plans. We'll now be going to the school's Tatsumi Hall. The transfer to the lab has been cancelled.
Senpai, you mean?
Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about!
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be able to stay with you all.
Aw.
It's weirdly kinda sad to leave, huh?
Yes, but change is part of life.
Hey, so... if you're gonna live in the dorms next year, do you wanna be roommates?
Roomies!
I imagine you still need one. And also, it just makes sense, you know? Because we're friends, aren't we?
Aw, this is nice. In the original, it was just Yukari, and no one else was there. So okay, they've done good with the endings.
Yeah, let's do it.
And actually, Aigis accepting it on like, I think she just nods, and then Yukari kind of like pulls her away. Oh, time to hear the rendition of this song. Pink petals, you know what that means, guys. Persona 3 FES, Persona 3 FemC remake coming in 2027. Oh. Oh my god. They changed the credits too. Oh. How it was in the original, it was straight up just like how the credits were. Oh my god. Weird in Japanese, Metis was all capitalized. Actually, was that the same with Aigis? Probably was. Mass Boy, yeah, we're gonna ignore that. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Oh, this song's great. I will always say this. I think Persona 3, both the base game and the Answers credits, are probably the best credit songs. Then Persona Q. Persona Q's credit song is fantastic. Then I'd have to say Persona 5's. I honestly would say Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royals credit songs are kind of neck and neck to me. Persona 4's is okay, but it's like, it's not my favorite out of all of them. It's still a great song, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't think there's any track in Persona I don't like. Okay. Let's talk about the answer. Let's actually talk about the ending first. The ending was pretty much semi-similar to how it was from what I remember in FES. Funny enough, well then again, you know, there was no difficulty and I was on Heartless, but I somewhat remembered brand new days. The ending being somewhat similar in a way. Like I said, it's been a long ass time since I last played this game, or since I last played the answer, or even watched anyone do it. Song's still fantastic, like the reload credits for I can't remember off the top of my head out what it is. So, but this is Brand New Days, so really great. I love the credits here too. The ending's pretty great. I love the change that they did right there with Yukari and actually showing everyone. Because, like I said, in the original, it was just those two, and I think Aigis said yes, and then Yukari kind of just pulled her, but it was still nice, and they pulled her, and she was like at the top of the steps, and Yukari was at the bottom, and they pulled her, and then they'll probably show something like that too at the end of the credits here, and then at the end of the credits they had a cutscene where, you know, she lands, and then I believe Aigis had some dialogue. The ending. I'm only gonna talk about the ending stuff here for now. Fantastic, like I said. I liked it. I like the cutscenes. I will say the whole, you know, where the protagonist puts the finger up, that bit was a little more badass looking in the original. Not to say it wasn't bad, but it's like there's definitely a lot of things. Not just the answer, but a lot of things in Reload as well that looked better in FES. I'm trying to remember. I think was Orpheus's Awakening an in-game cutscene, not an anime cutscene? I think that's the case, and that right there was a little. That's a little disappointing, but I mean, it still looked fine. I'm not gonna, you know, say that. I love the voice acting, of course. You know, Metis being like the new voice we've heard was great. Finally learning about the character. Was this something that needed to be added? Not necessarily. If we're being completely honest, you know, it was really open-ended. But I guess if they ever did want to add, like, you know, they kind of did add them. Like, they did a whole Persona 4 arena, which had the Persona 3 cast, and then Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, which brought back all the other cast members. Because in Persona 4 Arena, it only had Aigis, Mitsuru, and Akihiko, and Elizabeth as well. And Fuka showed up as well. And then in Ultimax, Yukari, Junpei, and Ken and Koromaru being one team type thing, came into Ultimax. So if they wanted to do something like that, it'd be weird that it's like, oh, well, why didn't they show the main protagonist? And it is kind of like, if you look at the, you know, the description, not even at the description, but like just kind of like reading about the whole point of this game being about, you know, your limited time, a big focus on death and all that stuff, and the Great Seal costing all of your HP, it's kind of like, oh, we're dead. And everyone like mentioning to you like, hey, you're looking pale, man. Are you okay? You should go home for the day, you know? That's kind of like those are your signs that like, oh, our character's dying. And, you know, making the most of your days and all that stuff. But the whole aspect of this, I think I mentioned this before. This is somewhat similar to how the Shin Megami Tensei games are in a way. They're all just giant dungeon crawling aspects. Like, the Shin Megami Tensei games kind of focus more on the actual gameplay and not so much on story stuff. Or even like outside story stuff. Not to say like Shin Megami Tensei 5 did a good job of like kind of having like decent balance of it. Same with Shin Megami Tensei 4. I can't, you know, knock that one out. Shin Megami Tensei 4 I think is still my favorite Shin Megami Tensei game with stories and all that stuff. Okay, so I'll get back to this after this cutscene because I'm sure there's a cutscene. There's something in my hand. There's no cutscene, motherfucker. It feels warm. The Twilight Butterfly. What does that do? Together into tomorrow. By loading the data saved here, you can resume the game from right before the final battle. Okay. Let me save that here. Now the Aww. Weird that there was no cutscene at the end. Like, I vividly remember that there was a cutscene at the end of the credits in FES version. I might be wrong on that, but let's load the game because I have pure curiosity. I want to see what that Twilight Butterfly does. A crystal shaped like a butterfly emits a faint pulsating light. I mean, Elizabeth?
Good day. Are you accepting a request?
Okay.
Very well.
I'm pretty sure. I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably something you only get by beating the game on Heartless.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
That would not. That honestly would not surprise me because you actually get something if you beat the base game on Merciless. So it would not surprise me if this is something that you get here. But let's see, item. Just out of pure curiosity, I do want to kind of. Yeah, it's just usually something. So yeah, it's just like a bragging rights thing, kind of like the blue envelope, which is what you got in the if you beat the base game on Merciless, which is kind of like supposed to be a letter from Aigis that kind of points to the answer in a way. So let's go back to the main menu. But yeah, like I said, so this game is like the answer really does kind of strip Persona of its identity in a way. Like, I mean, Persona 1 and 2 and Persona 2 2 were nothing like how Persona 3, 4, and 5 are at all, which is kind of a good thing. I actually really like Persona 1, 2, and, you know, Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment. Hopefully we get remakes of those someday. At least in terms of that. They still have decent stories, but they're basically somewhat like how Shin Megami Tensei games are. Just a massive dungeon with some story sprinkled on top. Focusing more so on the gameplay aspect of it. Not to say that the story gets bogged down by it, but the story is kind of like not the meat and potatoes of the game. Basically, it's not the thing that everyone talks about, except for I should say Persona 2. I believe it's Innocent Punishment. I mean, Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment both have good stories too. I have never beaten one or watched anyone beat one, but I've watched people beat both the two games, and I've played a little bit of Innocent Sin. That was the first one, right? Yeah, I played a little bit of that. Yeah. So the answer was kind of went back to those roots in a way. And oh wow, they okay, I guess they keep it there. I thought because I was on there. Here, I'll go to the load screen then. Just cause trying to think here off the top of my head. Yeah, because Atlas never really did anything like this again afterwards. They kind of changed their whole DLC now with Personas is basically kind of making a final mix version of it, like how Kingdom Hearts used to do it. But now their final mix is basically kind of like a re-release with the base game, where you can still do the base game stuff, but it has stuff sprinkled around it, which is the whole like why it can never be a DLC. It has to be its own game, because it's like, no, literally this change. Like you see it in Persona 4. You see it at the beginning of Persona 5 Royal. How different the royal beginning and the normal beginning is. You see it literally in the first 5 minutes. Persona 4 kind of has that in a way with Marie showing up at the train station afterwards too. But, I mean, other than that, it doesn't really change until Marie gets introduced, I suppose. So it's something that's like not as big of a, I don't want to say a leap, but as big as a difference as Persona 5 Royal was. And even with Shin Megami Tensei 5 with Vengeance as well, like, although that's done entirely different than canon of creation, so I can somewhat see an argument of that one. Actually, maybe not, because all the side quests that got, like, there's some side quests that can only be done on Vengeance's side, and there's only some side quests that can only be done on canon of creation side. But there are some ones that got added that are new that go on both sides, so it doesn't really matter. So, but those are side quests, so that could also be something that could get added as DLC, I suppose. So that could be I say you might have a little bit of an argument with Shin Megami Tensei 5. Could have the Vengeance stuff could have been DLC, but then again, the whole Demons 2, like all new demons and such, I don't know. There could be an argument. There's more so an argument for Vengeance and Shin Megami Tensei 5 than there is for Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal, in my honest opinion. Same with even Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden. And even though, I'll be honest, I don't know anyone who's actually played OG Persona 3. Like, not FES. I'm talking about OG Persona 3, where it did not have FES stuff on it, which I believe was just, more demons and all of January being playable, and of course Aigis as the as a new social link. But they could. I feel like that. I mean, that's definitely that's arguable. That like no, that could not be in DLC. Also, it was a PlayStation 2 game. So, same with Persona 4. Persona 4 was a PlayStation 2 game. Then Persona 4 Golden was a Vita exclusive game until whenever 2019. Was that when the PC version came out? But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. I don't dislike this. I will say play this not on Heartless difficulty unless you really, really want to. And I'll be honest, there was moments where I was like, fuck, I should just lower the difficulty so I can get through this. It's a rough grind. I am not gonna fault you if you wanted to, do this on anything outside of normal or hard. You could try hard. But yeah, Heartless, it's definitely Heartless. Like just go back to early on in the playthrough here of the episode Aigis parts. You'll definitely see where I'm like, fuck, and all that shit. Do I regret playing on Heartless? Kind of. The one thing I do regret about playing on Heartless is that I honestly I could have had this beaten probably a few days earlier than I did, if I played it on a lower difficulty, and probably would have been able to blitz through a lot more of the dungeons and such much sooner as well. I probably would have ended. I'll be honest, depends on where I would have been like, no, fuck this, I'm not doing it on Heartless anymore. I probably would have restarted the game on a lower difficulty just so I could have gotten more bonuses carried over from my base game of Persona 3. So I probably would have done that then, because I think you get more personas carried over the lower your difficulty is. I might be mistaken on that, but don't quote me on that. But yeah. Do I think you should pick this up if you picked up Persona 3 Reload? A part of me does want to say yes, but a part of me also wants to say no. If you really liked the battling of this game, the good news is the DLC's trophies is straight up just all story trophies, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, you have to beat X amount of shells. Oh, you have to use Metis' Theurgy X amount of time, which, I mean, honestly, if there was a trophy for using both of Metis' Theurgies, that would have been fine too. Like, if they wanted to sprinkle like a couple of non-story DLCs or trophies in there, I would have been okay with that. Except if there was a whole, hey, defeat the masked boy, because no, fuck that. And let's talk about that. I don't think I'm gonna do it. The main reason is, at least again, right now, I don't think I'm gonna do it. If I do it, it will probably be something that it's like, hey, I'm focusing on one series right now. But hey, as just pure curiosity, let me like do all this shit to fight Joker, aka Mask Boy, and see what happens. I know Johnny Awesome released a video like that's like 18 minutes long for it. I have not watched it yet. It might be something I do watch, and depends on how it is. I might just honestly follow his strategy, or if not, maybe you guys could just watch that too, because that's probably what I would do. Would be just straight up that. But of course, I feel like there might be a lot of RNG in there. The good news is, it seems like there might not be. There has to be probably some kind of rules to get to it, and also not only that, but like just to even get down to him, unless the whole traveling thing does not reset the enemies. I would assume that's what it kind of sounds like. They don't reset enemies. Like, once you beat an enemy, they're gone for good, and you can go past them. Like, you can leave and save. So if that's the case, then it might be a little bit easier that way. So then as soon as you get to the bottom, it's like, oh, he's the only one you have to fight. Which, I mean, it'll still suck, don't get me wrong, but I feel like there's not as much limitations on the Joker fight as there is for Elizabeth. And I've heard that his fight is fucked. So I don't know if I will do it. It's definitely not something that like, oh, I got to do it right now type thing. It's definitely something that if I do it, it'll be something that I'll be like, all right, here it is. There it is. I did it type thing. Especially on Heartless difficulty. I don't know if I'd want to. I would assume I don't want. Again, I think he does have some kind of rules for him stuff because I highly doubt he'll. It might be somewhat similar to Elizabeth, where it's like, oh, Armageddon. If you try Armageddon, he'll automatically use a team wipe move on you. Which the good news is you can bring in your team members for his fight, so that's good too. But I'm just, I don't know. Again, if I do it, it'll be at some point where it's just like, okay, there it is. I did it. There you go. What else? I guess I really don't have anything else to add. The story, I guess the story, I never really talked about the story. The story's good. Don't get me wrong. It is nice. You know, the characters are all grieving and like they're wondering why he died, what happened. Like they don't know what happened to him, honestly, but they're like, you know, as we saw during the part where we fought in the Coliseum, how Ken and Akihiko kind of both like, hey, what he did that day, he must have given his life up, and we're going to respect that choice he made. So so they like kind of have like a feeling like, oh, whatever he did, he sacrificed himself for it. And that's why Yukari kind of wanted to go back as well. It's like, well, now that we know, we can now maybe stop Nyx without having him sacrifice himself. But then you know, as we know, Aigis wanted to be like, okay, I want to know why he thought he had to sacrifice himself or why he sacrificed himself. And then we learned why. It's because the main reason he didn't sacrifice himself to stop Nyx. He sacrificed himself to stop Erebus coming to Nyx. The desires of all of humanity coming to Nyx. But it's still good. It was nice to get that thing. And then, you know, there's the hope for the future. It's like, yeah, you know, it's kind of like a whole, yeah, you know, people wish for death when, you know, when they're at their lowest point, and they're like, you know, death could be a comfort to them at this point, so they wish for it. So I guess the message is basically like, hey, there'll always be something, you know, better out there, so don't wish for death at your lowest point, you know. So it's always one of those things. And then some spoiler alert for Persona 4 Arena here. During Elizabeth's kind of story mode, she kind of like wants to see if there's another way to rescue him, and then at the end she actually awakens to a wild card herself. So but it's still, you know, it's actually really nice how that's done too. Yeah. I think that's it for this, guys. I honestly can't think of anything else to talk about that I haven't already talked about here. I already talked about all the Yukari stuff at the end of the last video. And I kind of touched a bit about the ending here too, and kind of like the DLC as a whole. Again, if you liked Persona 3 Reload, which I hope you did, because I say Persona 3 Reload is definitely without emulating FES, I feel like this is definitely the definitive version of FES. It's unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever get a definitive version of Persona 3 that will include everything, including FemC, which is kind of the whole deal. But I mean, I guess you could say on one hand, well, you have Persona 3 Portable is available to play on everything as well. It's available on all PlayStations, it's available on Switch, it's available on Steam, Xbox, all that stuff. So you can argue about that, but unfortunately we'll never get full cutscenes, fully voiced social links for her, and the unique social links she has, and even her unique dialogues and unique sequences compared to the male side of this. But I digress. I still say this is a great game to pick up. The DLC, if you want to wait for a sale, because sometimes the DLCs do go on sale for Atlas games. Like, I know, as weird as this is, for Soul Hackers 2, the season pass or the season bundle that includes all the DLC stuff was on sale for a while, but now it's not. But all the individual stuff is on sale for like more than half. So I believe the Soul Hackers 2 whole bundle with all the DLC stuff is like $40, which, first of all, let's talk about that. The pricing for DLCs is fucking ridiculous. No matter how you look at it. I will argue this was not worth $35. I would say at the most maybe 25. Because let's be honest here, everyone was only buying that season pass for the DLC, for the answer here, if anything. No one really gives a rat's ass about Persona 5 and Persona 4 music. And people can give or take the Velvet Attendant outfits. I mean, they look great, but do people really care about that? Not really. But yeah, everyone literally bought, and the good news is you could buy them as standalones if you wanted. I don't know how much the answer costs on its own. I'm going to assume it was $20. Or maybe you couldn't buy them on their own. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, if you want to wait for a sale, go right ahead. Nobody stops you. It probably won't go on sale until probably next year, honestly, though. But it is what it is, I suppose. Like I said, as weird as it is, the whole bundle for Soul Hackers is at its full price, but everything else is on sale for like, I think some of it's even at 75%, as crazy as that is. Like, I think everything's like below $10. But to be fair, I think maybe the most expensive thing of the DLC packs was like $15, so it's like not that crazy. But I digress. But yeah, so if you bought Persona 3 Reload and you kind of want more of the gameplay with some interesting story aspects of it, definitely pick up the answer. But I would have to say pick it up at a discount. I would not recommend paying full price like I did for this. But I still enjoyed it because, you know, I'm a Persona. I'm an Atlas slut, guys. I will always buy almost every single game that Atlas makes or even publishes, like with Unicorn Overlord, that with their Ultimate Edition. I'm going to do it for Metaphor. I'll do it for Persona 6. I'll do it for the eventual Persona 6 Royal Golden Cerulean Emerald release that will happen 3 to 4 years after the initial Persona 6 release. So I'll do it by then too, because like I said, I'm a Persona slut. So I'll do it because I like the games. I like the series. Couldn't do that for Shin Megami Tensei 5. I did that for Shin Megami Tensei 5 OG, but there wasn't anything special with Vengeance, unfortunately. So, but yeah, guys, that is it for Persona 3 Reload episode Aigis, The Answer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed this series. There were some rage moments. I know I cut out a lot of stuff because, like I said, it is straight up just dungeon crawling. It might have been better as a live stream series that I just tackled on at the end of here. But I feel like I think I did good without that, because I did have to do a lot of grinding too in between the parts. Because could you imagine if I started the live stream of this game? If I was doing this as a live stream and I did the live stream starting off, like I ended a live stream before I did the Coliseum fights when we fight our party members. Could you imagine if I started a live stream there and I kept getting my ass handed to me by Akihiko and Ken, like I did so easily the first time around I tried it? Granted, I probably would have grinded in between the streams, but I mean, I would only have like, that came out on a Tuesday. Okay, well, Thursday would have been Black Myth Wukong, and then I had to grind between Tuesday and Saturday for that, with still trying to release, you know, Visions of Mana videos, you know, doing Black Myth Wukong then as well, trying to do my Final Fantasy 14 stuff, which I need to go do that today too. But yeah, it's just a lot. So, but yeah, guys, that's it. I think it worked out somewhat fine as a series, though. Maybe in all honesty, I could have cut out maybe all of the dungeon aspects of it. Maybe not all the dungeon aspects, but it probably could have been done a lot better than how I did it. I think Johnny Awesome probably did his a lot differently than he had in the past. So I might actually give it a watch. I have not watched any of his parts because I kind of wanted to see everything that this game had to offer to me, you know, before I saw anything of it. But yeah, so I'll probably watch at least maybe a couple of his, maybe the whole thing too, just to see how he did it. Because I know he only released like, I think like 6 parts of it, not counting the Joker fight. And you can definitely tell, like, he's just like, oh shit, he like had to include like almost like all the flashbacks in one single video, or he had like 2 videos about the flashbacks or something like that. So, and he did it on Heartless as well. He did it on Heartless too. So, but yeah, guys. So yeah, thank you all for watching this video. If you like the video, please give that like button a click. Comment down below like about the video, didn't like about the video, and let me know, guys, what you think of the whole DLC as a whole. If you've played it yourself or you've just watched me, let me know. And if you plan to get it yourself, but if you do, I still say I recommend for the sale that will probably happen. It might happen later this year, maybe this game, maybe like during the Game of the Year awards season, because usually any kind of games that are up there, I know for like the actual Game of the Year award categories, they'll might have some sales on those, but yeah. But I don't know if that would include DLC or like an Ultimate Edition that would include the DLCs, but that would probably be a digital only thing though. But yeah, let me know if you plan to pick up the answer or not. But like I said, unless you really want to, you could pay it at full price. I mean, it's your money, but it's like if you really be like, is it going to be worth $35? It's not. I say wait for a sale if you want. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat, and subscribe to the main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both of my main Twitter, the RPG Kim Kid Twitter, are in there too. So what's next, guys? Well, I might... God, it's so crazy because there's a couple of games coming out this week that I want to do as Let's Plays. We have Legends of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and we have Remnants that are coming out that I want to do both of those as Let's Plays. But then I also have Astrobot, so I might go into Astrobot to play that and get that started. Because, yeah, it's I'm actually very looking forward to that. So, but yeah, we still have Visions of Mana, which honestly should be getting close to wrapping up, I would assume. But I don't know. When I last recorded, it's like, okay, this seems very close to endgame-y. So, but we'll see. So, yeah. So, I guess Astrobot is next, guys. Astrobot will be next. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all in the next Let's Play. Bye.